Alright, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Alex. Yeah, I like to do that in my YouTube videos. Now, I've been looking at my videos and I uploaded one 24 hours ago called Sex Game 7 Fruits I Like, and it seems like it's very well received. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that's only because of the accident, that's why you're getting all these views and all this attention. I'll take some good attention versus no attention. And I want to say thank you to the people who have been watching my YouTube videos. It's because of you people give me the motivation and the courage to make good content YouTube videos. Now, tomorrow's video is just going to be talking about video games. So if you're a guy that just loves the hell out of video games, because tomorrow's video is going to be the video games that should be made into movies and television shows. I'm serious. But today's video is going to be the highly anticipated sequel because it seems like you guys want me to make a part 2 to Sex Game Dominatrix is Sex Teacher because that video's now broken 50 views. I thought it would take the end of the week, so it seems like by the time we get to the end of the week, it might be between 55 to 60 views, might even be 65. I think the cutoff might be 70. I'm lucky if I get 71, 72 views for that video. So you probably might say to yourself, Alex, what can you do in a sequel? What can you do in a part 2? Given that I gave myself a nickname when I do internet documentaries, I always do my videos in threes. I always do a part 1, a part 2, and a part 3. And if it's that damn good, it can get 4 or 5 videos. I do it like it's a trilogy. Now, if you're not an adult, if you're not age appropriate, you have no business watching this YouTube video. Now, YouTube does demonetize people's YouTube videos. It's happened to me like 4 times in my YouTube career. There were like at least 4 videos that got demonetized over the years. I had one about 3 weeks ago that got demonetized. So if you're not from the age of 18 to 50, you ain't got no business watching this video. So if you ain't in college, and if you ain't in your 30s, or your 40s, or your 50s, you have no business watching this video. I don't want your parents, or your grandparents, or your uncle, or your auntie walk in on you, and they catch you watching this video on an iPhone, your tablet, your computer, and they find out you watching some inappropriate adult content made for adults, and then you get a 3-hour lecture. And I don't want YouTube to come say, hey, buddy, we told you to tell us if your content is for adults. My content is not for kids, it's for adults. So if you trying to watch this YouTube video, you better not be watching this video because you'll get in trouble, I'll get in trouble, and it won't look good. And when you look in the description, it's going to say this is for adults. It's going to say age 18 to age 55 or age 60. So you probably may not want to watch this video. Okay? I have to say it because YouTube got on me for not saying it in the last 8 or 9 videos. They talked to me behind the scenes and said I got a little complacent, a little lazy. And it was like, what happened? You did good in the beginning of the year. Well, keep putting it in the description. It's for adults. So unfortunately, I have to keep doing it. Because if I don't do it, someone might say, hey man, is this video for adults? So it's for adults. It's for mature adults. Don't be surprised if they make this one an age restriction video, okay? When they put age restriction, that means you have to be an adult because people lie about their age on the internet. It's just like when you go to the nightclubs and the bars, people come in with fake IDs. A security guard and a police officer can tell if your ID's real or fake. Well, they can tell if you're an adult on the internet or if you're not an adult. So they can tell. They're not stupid. This is the 21st century. We're in the digital age of technology. I'll make a future video about that too. For guys that just love technology, I'll make a future video One great content video at a time. Now, this one's going to be called Sex Game Dominatrix is Teacher, My Sexual Fantasies. Now, and by the way, this video's for both, for men and for women. I don't want no one to think I'm biased. I don't want no one to think I'm sexist or playing favorites. I don't want no one to be like, he's an asshole, because I get that a lot. This video's for both, for men and for women, okay? So it don't matter if you're in a long-term relationship, short-term relationship, don't matter if you just got into a relationship. It don't matter if you've been married for 10, 15, 20 years. Someone can say, I was married for 25, 30 years. It don't matter if you just got married or if you've been married for 1 year. This video is for every single level of relationship. I don't care if you broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. It's for every level of relationship. If you're stuck in the friend zone, the video's for you, okay? So I don't want no one saying, hey, I'm in the friend zone. This video's for men and for women, okay? The ages is 18 to 65. Because I don't want no one saying, well, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 50s, I'm in my 60s. You're biased. So it's going to say age 18 to 65, okay? Give me a break here. We're on lockdown. The accident. I can't go on locations in certain places. I can't go to the Grove because if they see me at the Grove filming, they're going to tell me to leave at the Grove. I prefer to go to the Grove when everything's back to normal. I don't want to go to the Grove and, police be like, what you doing up in the area? So, we'll get to some good locations. It's just bear with me. It's not easy. It's tough. I understand. I know a lot of y'all are angry and upset. I can't go to the nightclubs and the bars. I can't even go to 24-hour fitness. I can't even go to the nightclubs and the bars. So I know how you feel. So this video's for you too. It's for everyone, for men and women. Now let's get into the video. Every man and every woman has a sexual fantasy. If you say you don't have a sexual fantasy, get some white powder and slap yourself in the face 15 times. Because every man has a sexual fantasy. Every woman have a sexual fantasy. I don't care if you're at work. I don't care if you're at the gym. I don't care if you're in your house, your apartment, you're on the road, the nightclub, the bar. I don't care if you're at the movie theater. I don't care if you're at the park, at the beach. When you go to sleep and you dream of fantasies. I made a YouTube video back last year, towards the end of last year, going into this year, called Sex Game, What Animal Are You? And I said in that video, people like to dream of being animals, superheroes, action heroes, basketball players, football players. Well, in this video, men and women do have sexual fantasies, okay? Some sexual fantasies are fun and entertaining. Some are very extreme. Some are so crazy and over the top that they're highly questionable. And some are very taboo. You've heard of that word, right? Taboo, right? Well, it don't matter if you put them in order or out of order. You could have 5 sexual fantasies. You can have 10 sexual fantasies. You can have 1 sexual fantasy. But all men have sexual fantasies. All women have sexual fantasies. It don't matter if you're black or white, young or old. Everyone has a sexual fantasy. Now, some of them have the courage to actually make it come to life, and some of them just like the idea of having a fantasy but don't want to go no further than it's just a dream. Some of us dream of being rich and famous. Perhaps you've seen that YouTube video called Sex Game. If I had made $50 to $90 million, what would I do with the money, right? Most of us fantasize of being rich and famous. Some of us fantasize of being a rapper, a rock star, a basketball player, a football player, a scientist, a superhero. Well, this is just dealing with sexual fantasies. I'm going to give you my sexual fantasies. This video's for men and women, so you have been warned, because I don't want YouTube to come knock on my door and say, hey, we told you, man. I don't know what I got to follow the rules and the guidelines. It sucks. It's tough. Just bear with me. Now, coming in at number 9 is the game head, which is I like nerds. I think it's no secret. I've made like at least 3 to 4 videos that I find women that are nerds physically, sexually attractive. I don't care if it's a black girl with glasses, a white girl, or a Mexican girl with glasses. She could be 20 to 25 years old and she got reading glasses and she likes to play video games, read comic books. I'm gonna find her physically, sexually attractive. She could be between the ages of 35 to 50. And if she likes to read comic books and play video games and has reading glasses, I'm gonna find her physically, sexually attractive. It's no secret I like women that are nerds, okay? My blood gets hot and boiling whenever I come in contact with a girl that plays video games. I don't care if it's Final Fantasy, Halo, Metal Gear Solid, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken. I don't care if it's Pokemon. If I see that there's a girl that plays video games and she's a nerd, I'm gonna find her 110% physically, sexually attractive. I don't care if the girl is a nerd and she's tall, she's short, she could be fat, she could be skinny. I'm gonna find her physically, sexually attractive, okay? So it don't matter if it's a black girl, a white girl, or a Mexican girl with reading glasses and she reads comic books and plays video games. I find women that are nerds physically, sexually attractive. That's why I made 4 videos. When I go to the golf club, who do you think I be talking to a lot of the times when I go to Bars Sinister and Hollywood? There's like 3 types of girls at Bar Sinister that I mostly talk to: golf girls, nerds, and the third one being a combination of young or older women. Okay? Somewhere in there, I always find a girl with glasses that I find physically, sexually attractive. If the girl has tattoos and body piercings and she has reading glasses, I'm still going to find the girl physically, sexually attractive. I don't care if she's black, white, or Mexican. She could be Asian. I'm still going to find her physically, sexually attractive. She play video games. You're going to be seeing me talk to her about Halo, Final Fantasy, God of War. That's why you guys are waiting for that video to drop tomorrow. The video games that should be made into movies and television shows. Y'all are going to love tomorrow's video. But if it's a girl that's playing video games, I can't help myself. I have to talk to her. That's one of my sexual fantasies. And guess what? Most men can't even get one sexual fantasy to come true. That one always comes true for me. Somehow, some way, I always get a girl that I find physically, sexually attractive that plays video games, read books, and read comic books. That's a nerd I find physically, sexually attractive. That's number 9. Coming in at number 8. It doesn't matter if this one's in order or not in order. The beach. Now, I would say the park, but the park is like highly overrated. Everybody who makes a video about this, they always say the park. I'm going to say the beach. It's something about the beach that's one of my sexual fantasies. This one doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a young, attractive woman. It doesn't matter if it's an older woman. It doesn't matter if the woman's BBW. The woman could be 5'11". The woman could be 6'2". Something about the beach. It's unpredictable. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's the great unknown. I mean, you get a combination of sand and water. It's the beach. I like the beach. Like, anytime I go to the beach, it's like I'm going to find myself physically, sexually drawn to a black girl, a white girl, or a Mexican girl whenever I go to Venice Beach. Somehow, someway, I always end up running into some hot, attractive black girl, white girl, or Mexican girl at the beach. That's the one time where I don't care if the girl's got tattoos, body piercings. She can have both tattoos and body piercings. She got a nice athletic body. I don't care. She could be a BBW girl at the beach, and guess what? I'm still gonna find the woman physically, sexually attractive. That's like my one place. Like, if I could get in trouble, right? Because this happens to you when you're a man or a woman. And I know all you that are watching this video, you can agree with this, that if you ever got caught or ever got in trouble, you always get asked this one question when you play a game called Truth and Dare. If you got in trouble, where would you get in trouble at? I'm gonna tell you, there's only two places where I'd rather get in trouble with making love, or as I like to call it, hot summer love. There's two places where I would get in trouble. The beach is one place where I would get in trouble. Why? Because when I was a kid, I used to watch a television show called Baywatch with David Hasselhoff. Think about it. He's big, he's strong, he got six-pack abs, he goes in the water, he's brave, he's fearless, he's a badass. I used to always go and learn how to swim, and my mom would be like, "Why are you trying to jump into the water pool of the deep end?" Because I looked at my mom and said, "Because David Hasselhoff always does it." And my mom was like, "He's a lifeguard. In real life, you would have to do almost 50 hours of training to be a lifeguard in order for you to do that." Which my mom is telling the truth. You got to do anywhere from like 50 to 100 hours, minimum 1,000 hours to be a lifeguard. And I almost got a job being a lifeguard 10 years ago. The reason why I didn't do it is because my swimming ability is not like Michael Phelps, the 7-time Olympic gold medalist. You would have to be like him to do that. But my point is, that's the first one I would get in trouble for. If I got in trouble, it would be at the beach, making out. It didn't matter if it was a black girl, a white girl, a Mexican girl, an Asian girl. It don't matter if she young, old. She could be a BBW. I don't care. When I'm at the beach, it doesn't matter what type of girl it is. Okay? The girl could be 5'10", 230 pounds, 240, 250. I'm talking, I'm hollering. She could be 6 feet. She could be 6'2". She could be 4'11". She could be 5'2". Don't matter if she got tattoos and body piercings. I'm hollering at the beach. The next one is gonna be in the classroom. Why? Because if you ever seen the TV show Vampire Diaries, something about making out in the classroom with nobody there, and the idea that someone can just walk in, like a security guard or a janitor or a private security guard, you get in trouble. That's like one of my favorite sexual fantasies. In fact, I think that's more women's sexual fantasies is the classroom. And trust me, I almost had a girl try that on me not once but twice. Once in high school, where I didn't go through with it because I'm gonna say it. Most men don't have the guts to say it on camera. I was a punk bitch. Let's just put it that way. I was a punk bitch. And then almost 10 years later, it happened to me a second time when I was being trained to be a janitor with a black girl. Yeah, you know how, like I said, most of the time, most guys can't even, the way I'm describing it, most guys can't get it the way I'm describing it. I actually got one of them, which is the classroom. The beach, I still can't get that one, okay? I'm 34 and I still can't get it. I've seen it in movies, TV shows. I still can't get it to turn into a reality. The classroom, it took a black girl for that one to become reality. I've had the other one, but I'm not going to name that one on camera because that one I'm not too fond of, but I think that one is more of a fantasy for women. That's called the Closet Association. But my point is, yeah, I already told you two of them if I got in trouble. It's the beach and the classroom. Same thing with the classroom. I don't care if it's a BBW girl. I don't care if it's a golf girl or a nerd. The only two places I'd rather get in trouble at is the beach and the classroom. If it ain't the beach and it ain't the classroom, I'm not getting in trouble. Point blank simple. Some of y'all might say, man, that's some bullshit. You heard what I said. If I had to make out with a fine ass black girl, white girl, Mexican girl, Asian girl, don't matter if she's young or old, it better be the beach or the classroom. You're hearing it from an asshole. I'm being as honest as an asshole can be, okay? I'm an honest asshole. So if you see me in person and you say, hey, what's up, Mr. Asshole? Just remember, I'm an honest asshole. Most people are not honest on the internet. I'm honest. All right, next one is going to be coming in at number 7. Well, actually, matter of fact, that's going to be 10 sexual fantasies now. Coming in at number 7 is a dominatrix. Something about a dominatrix having power, having control over you, it turns me on. Now, most men will never say it. Most men will say, I ain't no punk bitch. I ain't letting no woman put me in no handcuffs and blindfold me. I ain't no punk. You get a lot of guys that talk hard, they gangster. I'm from the street. But then you act like a punk when a woman comes walking down. You be like, damn, that woman fine. And most men would rather get told what to do by a woman at work than a man doing it. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy, okay? I told you I'm an honest asshole. Honest assholes have to tell the truth. Sometimes telling the truth is good, and sometimes telling the truth is not so good. I'm going to make another video in the spring break called What Happens When Telling the Truth Actually Goes Wrong. Because a lot of times when you do tell the truth, it gets misunderstood, and people be like, I'm going to get your ass when I see you. Just something about a woman having power over a man sexually, it's a turn on to me. Other men be like, man, that's being a punk bitch. And remember, the name of the title is Sexual Fantasies. Yeah. To me, it don't matter if it's a black woman, a white woman, a Mexican woman. It don't matter if the woman is 6 feet, 6'4". Don't matter if the woman is 4'11", 5'2". Don't matter if the woman is BBW. This one right here, it don't matter. She could be a white woman between the ages of 40 to 45, or it could be a black woman that's 50 years old, and they wear that black tight leather suit, and they got the Catwoman whip with the high heels, and they get the yelling and screaming. That's like a rush for most men. And I actually like the dominatrix. Most men are scared of the dominatrix, but then they complain the woman is too dominant and all that. To me, that's what helps bring out the sexual fantasy anyway. That's how you understand women better. Think about it. The guys who do that, you notice they don't have a hard time with women versus a guy that all he does is have a hard time with women. See, women understand this more than some guys. Because some guys be like, I ain't no punk bitch. But then what happens if a woman opens her mouth and say, I want you to get down and kiss my feet? And I've heard some men say, I will never kiss a woman's feet. And then all of a sudden another guy comes in and kisses the girl's feet. But my point is, yeah, so like I said, I'm trying to keep it as PG as I can here. Because this video might get demonetized. Somebody might get angry, might get upset. And then next you know, you be trying to look for the video a week later and can't find the video. Because that actually happened to me in the beginning of my YouTube career. I said some stuff that angered and pissed some people off. And then people complained to me in the comment section, man, I can't find the video. And I go, some of my videos get demonetized. Some of my videos get taken down. Some of my videos get censored. Some of my videos get put in the section of age restriction. This might end up being an age restriction if I offend someone, which I'm pretty sure I probably have, which I apologize for because it's not easy to make these videos when you're in a lockdown situation. It sounds like TNA wrestling pay-per-view lockdown. But my point is, I like a dominatrix. To me, I don't care if the dominatrix is a BBW. I'm serious. I don't care if it's a BBW, an older woman. I don't care if it's a white woman, a young woman. I like the dominatrix because every now and then it's nice to see someone else have the power and the control, like the handcuffs. Yeah, I'm a bit guilty at charge. I kind of like the handcuffs. You know, trust me, I'm a little guilty. If a girl put me in some handcuffs, I'm going to have fun with it. Blindfold, yeah, I'm going to have fun with that. Now, the spanking, that might be a bit extreme. It depends on how well trained she is to spank me. I'm being honest here. Think about it. You got some guys that like to spank girls, but what happens if a girl want to spank you? So you gotta think about that. If you're gonna be honest with sexual fantasies, you gotta be brutally honest. All right, coming in at number 6 is dogging. Now you do know what that is. It's called doggy dog style. You know, white women call it White people call it something else. You know, white women call it anal. And I'm just gonna use that part of it because I don't want the channel to get taken down now. So I'm trying to find the best way to describe this to you because certain words can't be used in this video. So you might say, "Come on, Alex," and I'm like, "Look, I got guidelines I gotta follow, and if you love these videos, you gotta follow the guidelines too, because." The algorithm will catch this and be like, "Oh, he can't say this shit. Oh, take the video down. It's too inappropriate." And they will do it with no hesitation because it has happened to me before in the past. I've had 3 of these types of videos in the past, not now, in the past, taken off the internet. Yeah, so I'm gonna say anal, and you can figure the rest out. Black people, you know how we are. We always give everything a nickname. We call it doggy dog style. Yeah, I recently done that, but and that's all you need to know. That's as far as I go into that description. Okay, you might say that's some bullshit, but hey, I gotta calm down on the profanity, and I'm trying to keep it where you can understand it. All right, moving in at number 6, cheerleaders. Every man has a sexual fantasy when it comes to cheerleaders. The one type of cheerleader that gets my blood pumping and heart flowing is them Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Woo! If you smell what the Rock is cooking. Oh, I love me some Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. If you ever see the cheerleaders at the NFL game, I like them. They stay in athletic shape. They're very physically, sexually attractive. And it don't matter if it's a black cheerleader, a white, or a sexy Latina cheerleader. I just like cheerleaders, period, okay? Somebody might be a smartass and say, what if it's a BBW that's between 230 to 300 pounds and she's a cheer? Again, I'm going to look at you and say, get some white powder and slap yourself. I like cheerleaders, period. She could be fat, 300 pounds. As long as she can cheer her ass off, I'm happy. She could be 6 feet tall, 6'4". As long as she cheers her ass off, I'm happy. She could be young, she could be old. As long as she cheer her ass off, I'm happy. That's all you need to know why I like cheerleaders. Coming in at number 5 is sexual fantasy with an older woman. Yeah, if you're a real honest man, see, I'm going to try to say honest man and not a-ho. I'm trying to calm down on the profanity. I'm trying here. Give me a break here. It's not easy to not use profanity language. I'm trying. And basically, yeah, I would say when I was in college, I had a whole bunch of older women that would hit on me. Most of the time, there were older black women, older white women, older Mexican women. Don't ask me why, because my mom usually would say, you're going to get hit on by some older black women, older white women, and older Mexican women. No matter what college I went to, West LA College, Los Angeles College, Santa Monica College, I would always get hit on by an older black woman, older white women, and older Mexican women. Do I find older black women, white women, and Mexican women physically, sexually attractive? Yes, I do. When I go to 24-hour fitness, I get hit on by older white women, Mexican women, and black women. When I go to Planet Fitness, it's the same thing. And guess what? I got some sexual fantasies of older women, and usually they either take place in a classroom or in the beach. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video? If it ain't the beach, if it ain't the classroom, I ain't getting in trouble. Point blank simple. So I do like some older women. I've been hit on by a bunch of older women. Plenty of times in my 20s and 30s. Hell, I'm still getting hit on by older black women, white women, Mexican women. It can bother other guys who don't get no female attention. It don't bother me. Now you might say, how old are we talking? Usually I always get the older black women between age 45 to 50, sometimes 55 years old, they hit on me. It doesn't bother me, but if you're 20, 25 years old, it might bother you if you're a guy that likes younger women. It doesn't bother me, but it bothers other guys. Now, for white women, I usually get white women from the ages of 35 all the way up to 50 to hit on me, and again, it doesn't bother me. But it does bother other guys. Mexican women, same thing. It doesn't bother me if they're in their late 30s, 40s, or 50s. So, do I have sexual fantasies with older women? Yes. Moving on to the next one, and we're getting to the top three of my sexual fantasies, and that is the BBW. Now, have I been hit on by big women? Yes, I have. I've been hit on by big women when I was in college, in my 20s, and even today in my 30s, I get hit on. I've already made like at least 6 or 7 videos telling you I do find BBW white women, BBW black women, and BBW Mexican women very physically sexually attractive. I've been hit on when I in college. I've been hit on at the gym. I've been hit on at the movie theater. I remember about 4 years ago when I was trying to get a job at Universal Studios, I got hit on by 2 BBW white women. I mean, they weren't that bad looking. See, people love to over exaggerate and blow shit out of proportion. Oh, she 1,000. Like, motherfucker, sit your ass down. You know, it ain't no damn 1,000 gazillion pounds and shit. Just over exaggerate and just blow shit out of proportion. It's like stop watching too much television and too many movies. I mean, these were 2 BBW white women at Universal Studios. I mean, they weren't that bad looking. One was 230 pounds, and the other one was like 240 pounds. They had a nice, cute face. And for a woman of that size, I found them physically, sexually attractive. Like, one of them bumped into me just to feel how big my bicep was. Even when I started working at the Grove, I would get hit on by a lot of BBW white women and BBW black women at the Grove. Same thing when I went to Beverly Hills, Santa Monica. So, yeah, that is one of my sexual fantasies. Now, this one, it don't matter if it's the beach, the nightclub, the bar. This one don't matter. So, yeah, I don't have a problem if you're a BBW, because some people be like, oh, he don't like fat women. And what I just said, I get hit on by a lot of BBW black women, BBW white women, and BBW Mexican women. I get hit on, and sometimes this could be a combination, young or old. It doesn't matter to me. Like The Rock says, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Moving in at number 2 on my list, golf girls. There's just something about golf girls I find physically, sexually attractive. There's something about them dressing in all black. They like horror movies. They like science fiction. They like poetry. They like art. They like reading books. It's something about them that makes me want to go out at nighttime and explore my dark side. Now, don't be taking it literally from the movies. You know what I mean when I say that. There's just something about a golf girl. They're like real. They don't bullshit. Like, if you want the truth, a golf girl will tell you the truth.